Hello, hello, truth seekers all over the world. This is Matthew Beavers back to the Covenant. Hope you're having an amazing day wherever you're at. So in this video, I want to discuss a very important question. Why the lie? So if you're ever talking to somebody about the true shape of the earth, and this question comes up, send them this video or share some of the stuff I'm going to share in this video. So I know a person, a pilot, who actually lived next door to him. Interesting. And he has, I think, 30 years experience as a pilot, 10 years in the military, and I think 20 as a commercial airline. Last place he worked was Southwest, I believe. But I had a realization one day. I was like, oh, I know a pilot. I can pick his brain. So I went over there periodically and asked questions like, in all your years of being a pilot, you remember seeing the curvature from up there? And he doesn't remember. Of course, he's doing his job, so he's not like some people looking out the window. Oh, look, there's a curve. And then another question I asked him, which is very telling, I asked him, once you get to cruising altitude from that point to your descent, what happens? And I got him to admit pretty much that they don't do hardly anything. And I jokingly said, is that where the term autopilot comes from? And he was like, yeah, pretty much. He said they make slight adjustments, but for the most part, they don't do much. So that's very telling. So me and my wife were over at their house, I think one day last week, and the true shape of the earth came up, and of course they were mentioning the normal stuff. Gravity came up and other topics, and then his wife, eventually he went and got on the phone. He had stuff to take care of, and we were just discussing it with his wife, and she brought up why the lie. She didn't say why the lie, but she pretty much was like, why does all this matter? Da, da, da. So I want to cover that in depth in this video. Hopefully it'll be under 10 minutes, hopefully. So, me personally, I've been researching the true shape of the earth for over 6 months now, and I've put in a ton of time. I've definitely put in some reps. I have a ton more to learn, but I've learned a lot. But during this time, I've had a notepad on my phone entitled Why FE Matters. And periodically, I go back to it and add different reasons why I think it matters. And at the top of it, I got, if they are lying, there's a reason they're lying. So, I want to read, I got 16 reasons, and I'm sure I could add more, but if there's one that you think, and it's not on this list, I don't mention it, I would love for you to leave it in the comments, because everybody has different perspective on things, and people think differently. So number one, it's a mockery to the entire creation story, including the weekly Sabbath. Number two, the heliocentric model Earth is just a ball spinning in a vast space filled with billions of other planets, stars, and galaxies. There's nothing special about Earth. It's insignificant. The crater is far, far away. Humans are not special as well. Life has no meaning or value. But in the geocentric model, Earth is the center of the universe and humans are special, and the crater is right above us, which is what you can see in the scriptures over and over and over again. Number three, 14 million people a year either leave or change their faith because of the evolutionary heliocentric model. That's a big deal. 14 million people. Number four, we are programmed from our culture to read scripture and not believe what it says about his creation, especially Genesis chapter 1 specifically, to question if scripture really is true or not. Number five, the Big Bang Theory and evolution are connected to the heliocentric model, which teach us the Most High is not real. Some of these kind of mesh together, but just read them anyways. I hope you're blessed by them. Six, it's all hiding the Creator from the people of Earth to keep them distracted from Him. Ancient Aliens is a great example of this in their propaganda that they push. It's ridiculous. Number seven, it's helping people come to keeping Sabbath and the feast days, including atheists. So it's helping people to come to the truth of the scriptures. Number eight, NASA, yep, you know I had to mention NASA here, gets over $50 million of taxpayer money to lie about space travel, and the shape of the earth every day. Now, I've heard different numbers from 50 to 65 million, so I'm just going on the low number here. But you do the math on that, that's billions every year for them to lie, deceive, and give us a bunch of great CGI. Number nine, the heliocentric model was developed by Freemasons, Jesuits, and occultists. So it has satanic origins. So if we believe in it, we are believing in satanic doctrine. That's a stout one. Finish just on that one. Number 10, believing the truth matters. If you don't believe in the truth, you are believing in and accepting a lie. You're being deceived. Number 11, Believers reject evolution and the Big Bang theories, but accept heliocentric model and the Earth being a round globe when Scripture doesn't even show that. Some of them even try to prove the heliocentric model from Scripture, misrepresenting verses like Isaiah 40, verse 22. The problem is that the heliocentric model of the universe and evolution are intimately yoked together. You can't have one without the other. It's like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. 12. NASA's satanic origins. It was started by Alastair Crowley, Nazis, Freemasons, and magicians. Their programs and missions are almost always named after pagan deities like Artemis, Apollo, so on and so forth. Number 13. If they can get you to believe the lie about the shape of the earth and how the universe really looks, they can get you to believe all kinds of lies. The heliocentric model is programming to put your mind in a prison and control you. So, we know what's going on in the world right now. We know it's not all true. So if you accept the heliocentric model, they can pull the wool over your eyes on what's going on in the world right now. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to self-censor myself. So basically, if you believe this big lie, they can get you to fall for any lie, no matter how the size, because this is a big lie. Number 14. If you don't understand this, you don't fully understand y'all's creation and over 500 scripture verses. That's a big deal. You can't understand end-time prophecy if you don't understand cosmology. Number 15. Connection between the number 666 and the Earth. The Earth orbits around the Sun at 66,600 miles per hour. Curvature of 1 square miles is 666 feet. Earth tilts at 66.6 degrees. Even people that don't believe in the scriptures understands the importance of the number 666. So I don't have to read a verse from Revelations 13. It's not necessary. And last but definitely not least, number 16, the acceptance of the heliocentric model is part of the strong delusion Paul talked about in 2 Thessalonians 2, 9 through 12. Notice I said part. I didn't say it's the whole strong delusion. It's part of it. 9. The coming of the lawless one is according to the working of Satan with all power and signs and wonders and falsehood. You don't think NASA does signs and wonders that deceive with falsehood? And with all deceit of unrighteousness in those perishing, because they did not receive the love of the truth in order for them to be saved. And for this reason, Elohim sending them a working of delusion for them to believe the falsehood. So again, I said part of the strong delusion. There's other things too. Now I want to look at other reasons why this matters for people that believe in the scripture. So a couple images I'm going to put in the video. And I borrowed them from the Flat Earth Brothers. If you haven't subscribed to his channel already, what are you doing? Stop playing. Go over there and subscribe now. So the first image is heliocentric, and it's a breakdown of the word. Helio equals short for the sun god Helios. Centric equals centered around. Literally a model centered around Helios. And then the solar system. Sol equals short for Sol Invictus. AR equals belonging to. Literally a system that belongs to Sol. So we're going to believe that the creation belongs to a sun deity, or that it belongs to the creator of heaven and earth. This is very problematic for anybody that claims to believe in the scriptures and accept them as truth. Here we have heliocentric and solar system, which are two different sun deities represented. And sun worship is condemned in the scriptures. You can see that easily in Ezekiel 8. There's no getting around this next statement. The people that put the heliocentric model in place are sun worshipers. So if you are ever talking to anyone and they ask, why does all this matter? Or you get to the question, why the lie? Send them this video or quote some of the stuff that I'm talking about here. So I hope this video was a blessing. If it was, do me a favor, share it. If you disagree or agree, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do. And keep being awesome truth seekers and just get out there and seek the truth. Question things. Thanks for watching.